In 1976, a powerful wing of President Jomo Kenyatta's kitchen cabinet, launched a move which was to be called the Change the Constitution movement. The whole idea was to make it impossible for the then Vice President Daniel Toroitich Arap Moi to take over automatically, should anything happen to the then sitting President, Mr. Jomo Kenyatta. Those in the Kenyatta inner circle then knew something that the rest of the Kenyans did not know. And this was the fact that the old man was slipping in and out of comas, and that it was just a matter of time before Kenya's first president passed on. In other words, the Jomo Kenyatta succession was at full speed ahead. The then Attorney General, Charles Mugane Njonjo, who was very wary of the unbridled ambition amongst those in the Kenyatta inner circle and determination that immediately the old man passed on, they would take over as president of Kenya, decided that he would need to use extreme measures in order to bring this ambition, this nonsense to a halt. And so he came out with a statement that very effectively, did its work. He said the following: for any Kenyan to sit somewhere, even in his bedroom, and imagine the death of the President of the Republic of Kenya, that legally is called treason. Now imagine you're seated in a vehicle, a matatu, or even a personal vehicle, and then you see something ahead and you slam on the brakes. Screeching tires, screaming tires, emergency brakes. And the previously speeding car comes to a dead halt. That was the effect the word treason had, on the Change the Constitution movement. And that was the end of that movement. After that, no more statements of, oh, we want to change the Constitution, blah, blah, blah. Those statements ended, just like that. Later, much later, people had to sit down and think exactly what Charles Mugane Njonjo meant when he used the word treason, and when he said that if you're imagining, imagine you're seated in your bedroom, you're alone, you start imagining the death of a president. That's treason. Now, this is hilarious because up to this point in time, we do not yet have technology that is able to go into people's bedrooms and record what they're thinking or what they're imagining. Now, wouldn't a dictators the world over, and those who rule with an iron fist, wouldn't they love for such an development, for such a technology to be discovered? It will be so valuable. Although we're already working quite vigorously with the second best thing, social media, what people post in their WhatsApp groups, private WhatsApp groups, etc., etc. Anyway, fast forward to the year 2017. Actually, to be more precise, November to December 2017. Raila Odinga announces that he's going to be sworn in as the president of Kenya, and every analyst, every lawyer, every layman, every politician, has come out of the woodwork and is using that word very vigorously. Treason. Raila Odinga being sworn in on the 12th of December will be treason. Whatever Raila Odinga does on the 12th of December will be treason. 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 Unlike in the case of 1976, there have been no emergency brakes. The use of this word has not halted anything. Yes. If anything, it has provoked more debate on this issue. Now, in my view, the worst thing you can do is to use a language wrongly. Yes, to use words wrongly. To put in words where they do not make sense. Now, I've already said in this channel before that in my view, in my personal view, the move of Raila Odinga being sworn in is dangerous for the country. I've said that, and I have not changed. And I gave my reasons. However, in my view, it is wrong to use the word treason. It is not correct to say that Raila being sworn in is treason. It's not correct, in my view. In my view, the definition of the word treason, in a simple way, is an extreme act against one's own country or nation. In my view, robbing the coffers, public coffers of your own country, stealing massively from your own country, so that that child lacks medicine in that hospital and dies as a result, etc., etc. That to me is treason. Massive fraud against the Kenyan people and rigging a presidential election, so that a less popular candidate is sworn in. That to me is treason. However, swearing in a presidential candidate who is definitely the most popular presidential candidate in the country, who actually won the August 8th elections, yes, because the servers have never been opened, yes, but according to the information I have, and according to what Kenyans clearly saw in broad daylight on 26th of October, this is definitely the most popular presidential candidate, swearing in that presidential candidate can be called something else, but not treason. Using treason for such a case ni kutumia kizungu vibaya. It's using the English language wrongly. Yes, in my view, it is not the right thing to do. Yes, in my view, it will cause a lot of tensions, and it's very unpredictable what the consequences will be. Yes, in my view, it is very serious. Yes, but it is not treason. And you cannot in 100 years call it treason. Anybody who calls it treason is living still in the 1970s and 60s, yes. And I believe that is one of our biggest problems in our country today. We have too many old men and old thinking littering our society. People who should be at home playing with their grandchildren, are still making important decisions, and are still being looked up to as important opinion makers in our country. That is wrong. These are people who have not read the new 2010 Constitution, and if they have read it selectively, myopically. They've read it only in sections which support what they want to do, yes. They've read it out of context, yes, because anybody who has read the 2010 Constitution will never ever try and use the word treason, for what is going to happen on the 12th of December 2017. I would cheekily add a line from Australian law about treason, which says, and I read and I quote, "A person is not guilty of treason under paragraphs E, blah, 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 if the assistance or intended assistance is purely humanitarian in nature." Figure that out. Until next time, this is Chris Kombekucha.